Right, okay. Hello YouTube, this is D.B.T here show. Episode 37. And today I'm going to review a very, very good Resident Evil game. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. It's probably one of the best Resident Evil games ever made. It was fantastic on the PS1, it's still pretty good on the GameCube. So let's check it out. Right, let's get going. Now, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is a pretty good Resident Evil game. I mean, I've almost given this game a 5 out of 5, but we'll get into that later. So, let's go to story. Now, the story of Resident Evil 3 on the GameCube, basically, you play as Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 1, and you find yourself being one of the last remaining survivors in Raccoon City. Now this game, the very first confusing problem is that this game takes place before Resident Evil 2. So why in the hell is it called Resident Evil 3? Well basically, let me just explain this for you. When you play the game, up until you go to the up until you switch characters to the army dude, it's Resident Evil 1.5. After you've done the army dude's bit and rescued Jill, and then you start playing as Jill again, and then it's Resident Evil 3. So the title is correct, but if you look at the dates in the game, it's not correct. If you get what I mean. Anyway, basically the story is you play as Jill Valentine running around the city, and eventually you'll meet up with this big bad guy called Nemesis. This guy here on the box. He looks pretty scary and he looks pretty badass. Basically, Nemesis is a genetic experiment made by the Umbrella Corporation, and it's been designed to seek out STARS agents like Jill Valentine and kill them. Oh boy. And he's quite difficult to beat as well. He's definitely a juggernaut. So basically the entire game's story is based around you legging it for Nemesis. And let's go into graphics. Graphics of this game are pretty good. But what Capcom has done, they've done the same thing they did with Resident Evil 2 on the GameCube. Basically, what they've done, they've taken Resident Evil 3 from the PS1 and ported it right to the GameCube. Now, when they did this with Resident Evil 2, they had a few problems with graphics, and they've basically got the same problems here. I mean, as you can see, the graphics look pretty good, but yet again, they haven't taken full advantage of the GameCube's graphic capabilities. I mean, the GameCube has 5 times the power that the PS1 had. So, I would really like to see Capcom take advantage of the GameCube's graphic capabilities for once. I mean, basically all they've done is port the original Resident Evil 3 and put it on the GameCube. And the other problem is that the characters' mouths don't move in the cutscenes. This happened in the Resident Evil 2 remake as well. Let me show you. I mean, at the beginning of the game, you'll see a cutscene. Now, here we go. Most of the cutscenes look pretty good, well, most of the cutscenes look pretty good, but some of them look a little bit dodgy when it comes to characters talking to each other. Example, this one. Let it load up. Here we go. Now, what's wrong with this scene? Jill Valentine standing at the window, she turns around, starts talking to a random person, and for some strange reason, the characters' mouths don't even move. So it's really, really annoying. I mean, when I play Resident Evil 2 on the GameCube, I noticed the mouse didn't even move, and the same problem was with Resident Evil 3. Capcom has just not taken advantage of the graphics. I mean, if this is a remake, they really should have made the mouse move. It just defies logic. When I talk, my mouse moves, and these characters' mouths don't move? Weird. Anyway, let's move on to controls. The controls in this game are really, really good. They're better than Resident Evil 2's controls, actually. So, let me explain. Use the focus stick to move around. You hold down the R button and the A button to fire. The Z button brings the map. The Y button brings the infantry, where you store your guns and weapons and stuff. The D.B.T doesn't really do anything. The C stick makes it so you can do a 180 turn, or a quick turn, whatever you want to call it. You can also use the L button you can also press L and A to fire if you're left-handed. That's basically it. Now for the new controls. The new controls consist of a lot of things. Firstly, they've put in the quick turn, which was this is the first year the quick turn was ever invented too. And they've also invented the rapid press. Let's say it's a zombies grabbing you and tearing your arms off, ripping all your flesh off you. If you actually press the A button, you can elbow a zombie in the mouth and leg it. Basically, if you actually press the A button, it helps you escape from enemies. Pretty cool, eh? That's basically what the controls. The controls are awesome in this game. I mean, I really like the ability to elbow a zombie and leg it. It really helps you get away from a lot of them. Okay, let's go to gameplay. Well, the gameplay of Resident Evil 3 is pretty much the same as any other Resident Evil game. Basically, you're going around collecting health sprays, keys, and solving puzzles and shooting the hell out of zombies. Good, clean fun. The game is quite scary, so it's an action horror, like all the Resident Evils. And it's really, really fun. Okay, let's go on to music. Well, the music of this game is pretty good, and it fixes the game well, and it makes it feel really good. I mean, let's say if you've been chased by Nemesis, a certain music will come on to let you know Nemesis is coming and he's going to try and kill you. And, no, that's it. And Nemesis is quite a bitch to kill. It is, if you want to completely destroy Nemesis, you have to kill him a total of 7 times. I'm dead serious. Nemesis is more of a juggernaut. He's just a guy that won't die. And through the game, he goes through some serious deterioration. I mean, most of the game, he walks around the game looking pretty normal. And then after killing him a few times, his jacket will fall off because you've done that amount of damage to him. And then next, one of his arms will fall off and his arm will switch to a tentacle. And then his other arm will fall off, and then finally his head will fall off. And after his head falls off, Nemesis gets really pissed off and mutates into this giant slug. And even after you kill the giant slug, he mutates into this tiny little worm and makes a futile attempt to kill you, but after that, Nemesis has basically got no strength and can't really do anything to you. Anyway, YouTube, that's basically what I can say about the game. Now, I'm very sorry, YouTube, but I've run out of time. So please join me in part 2 of my Resident Evil 3 review, where I'll finish off reviewing this game. So until then, YouTube, bye-bye.